going to be honest. I'm going to prevail because I know that my honesty and I know that my truth will get me through this, and that's the most important thing. And I've had the most beautiful life, and I know that this is a big moment, but I'm going to succeed. I'm going to get through this. I am. I know it. The morning of, it was, I don't know, I woke up and I felt like I was preparing for a match. Like it was match day, it was game day. It's always really hard to be like, I'm going to go out in front of the world and say that I fucked up. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here on such short notice. I wanted to let you know that a few days ago I received a letter from the ITF that I had failed a drug test at the Australian Open. I did fail the test, and I take full responsibility for it. I think the one thing about life lessons is we never really know when they're coming, and we actually, I mean, in my life, I sometimes didn't even realize that I was learning something or I was going through a lesson until I overcame it. And especially after 2016 and reflecting on that. And this is certainly a situation in my life where I did reevaluate and I did look back. And it just gave me a sense of I had an incredible career, and I've had my fair share of small comebacks and injuries and surgery and...
Oh, and that's me. You see? Hi.
But yet I've maintained a career since I was 4 years old, and I've had this gift of competing and playing tennis. And all of a sudden, it's just taken away from you. It was just about getting ready to go out and train, and I looked at my email, and I received an email from the ITF, and it was a subject line that caught my attention, where it had my name in the subject, and the emails that I usually received from the ITF were all very general, speaking about the latest news, and I opened it, and then it said something about a test, a drug test that I did in Australia, and it mentioned a name of a supplement or a substance. I did not know it at the time. I found myself on my iPad like 30 seconds later looking up what meldonium was. And I think it was to protect myself, to protect my sanity in that moment, to protect myself against opinions. It wasn't something that was very important to me. Something happens and you're like, well, actually, you're walking on the street and you're like, do they know? Do they not know? What do they think? Do they not? And it would drown me. It would literally just upset me and make me feel so small. And for a woman that's 6'2" and feels confident most of the time about what I do in my life and the profession I'm in, it felt really uncomfortable to feel that small. My mom, she just made me feel like no matter if I was ever not going to hit a tennis ball, that okay, control of it, and being like, we all fucked up, you know, you, me, your mom, our team, but this is what happened, and now we're gonna find a way to get through it.
Just listen to this. No Russian has ever won a singles title here at Wimbledon.
And a new star is born here on centre court. Pliskova, 17 years old, becomes the third youngest Wimbledon champion of all time.
I just feel like maybe I'm a bit of a new fresh air, you know, in women's tennis, which is great because you haven't seen a lot of 17-year-olds, you know, win a Grand Slam lately. So maybe we're coming back to the old times.
The champion is Maria Sharapova. And the 19-year-old has her second Grand Slam championship.
And I started playing a pretty full schedule at that point, and I realized a total decline in my health.